Hello everyone, my name is Jebro and this is the first ever Marvel Snap video for my Marvel Snap channel. I do other games and other bits and bobs, but I've been an esports commentator, a Guild Wars 2 and MMORPG streamer and content creator as well. So I'm delving into the world of Marvel Snap and I've been playing this game since the beta. I'm just very average. I might be like you. I might be just finding random fun builds that I enjoy from time to time. And I thought I'd give you a build that I actually found just by playing one of those weekend events. You know, the weekend events where they go like, you know, play Devil Dinosaur and Daken as well, which is what this build is. And I was like, stature is pretty cool. And I need to discard the saber from Daken, so why don't we just make some random build? And it turned out to be quite fun. So the main aim of this channel is to literally just have fun with the game, creating random builds and decks, and maybe streaming some bits and bobs, playing the decks for you in future as well, and just finding out what a little niche maybe of just random ass decks that I thought would be fun. So I'm going to show you. Stature, of course, is one of the main cards in this build, but the build is called Double D. Yes, Double D with the Daken and with the Dinosaur. And I got this from the this is from the recent Twitch drops. The first time we've had Twitch drops for Marvel Snap as well, which is very cool. And if you haven't again knows, I don't know when it ends, but get your butt in there. You can see there's a lot of kind of discard cards. There's, you know, there's a little bit of a tech card coming out with Cosmo as well. But I'm going to go through this build, explain it very quickly, and just have fun with it. I'm still working this out. I kind of do these videos in one shots as well. I don't really do fancy editing or anything because I just don't have time. I'm also a mental health therapist, full-time job wise, and I used to stream every day on Twitch as well. So you're gonna have to, so I've got some experience with this, but still. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this build, if you enjoyed the video, and if there's anything else you think I should probably add in this as well. I'm gonna go through the cards one by one. So, Double D, like I said, Daken, Devil Dinosaur. Now you might think, you know, you need a little bit more card draw maybe, you need to keep the power up for Devil Dinosaur potentially as well. Now, this build is really across the board. It just kind of stretches things out across 3 locations, and I'm still playing around with it and still just having fun. There's some cards here which can really annoy them. There's some cards which can come out from an unexpected power, and sometimes the RNG sucks, but sometimes that's the way it is with discard decks. This card is still really solid as well. Like I am still climbing the ladder on discard with just like, you know, standard MODOK decks with Apocalypse as well, you know, pretty easy to play, but fun as hell. I really like discard. So first one, Morbius, really obvious, ongoing +2 power for each time you discarded a card this game. Don't forget we are discarding not many cards, but Colleen as well as Hellcow and Moon Knight as well. So you're gonna get potentially, you know, fair bit of power there, you know, just a little bit. And he's only a 2 cost, and I thought I'd chuck him in and that will be fine, you know, just have a little bit of extra power there. Why not? And then we've got Wolverine, of course. This is a card I may potentially change as well, but you know, it's a cheeky extra 4 power card. If there's some crappy locations where, you know, they get destroyed and whatnot as well, Wolverine is really good to just pop out of 2 power because the build starts to really come out around 3 to 4 power as well. Swarm, don't forget, obviously really good. When it's discarded from your hand, adds 2 copies that cost 0 to your hand. Now we have Devil Dinosaur, which, you know, synergy with that. So if we get Colleen, who indeed does discard the lowest card from your hand, we're going to be able to get another 3 or so of the Swarm, depending on what else we have, and we can double those up as well with Moon Knight, taking them away, Hellcow, we can get a ton of cards, which is going to power up our Devil Dinosaur. And so that is instead of like a Moon Girl, for example, which would lump a ton of cards into your hand, so the power of the Devil Dinosaur will go up. Don't forget, it's +2 power for each card in your hand. I am going to have to, also I might think about doing some beginner videos as well, just to explain a few things. But anyway, let's keep going. Also, Colleen has a cat, so that's why she's also in this build, because I like cats. I just got one recently. But obviously, no, 2/4 as well is really, really good value. And the other reason why Colleen is in here is for Daken, which we're going to get over to in a minute. And we can get rid of this, we're going to get rid of the shard. I'm going to call it that. I'm going to call it a shard because I can't say words, it's hard. But basically, when we get rid of that, he gets extra power. That Colleen is always going to go for the lowest card in our deck. Just make sure that stature isn't the one which is on the one cost of cubes. Okay, let's see, energy, sorry, not cubes. Then we're gonna go with Cosmo. Cosmo is just really good versus reveal decks. Keep coming up against these. On reveal abilities won't happen on this location, so make sure you don't chuck one of your cards on there which you do need to have a reveal, because otherwise that would suck. Or at least place that before and then put the Cosmo down as well. So Devil Dinosaur, that would be good to have him out, and then you can pop the Cosmo on top of him so he doesn't get killed by, you know, Shang-Chi or whatever, which would be able to take anyone out with 9 power and above. So that would kind of suck. So that's the kind of protection for Devil Dinosaur, as well as helping out other cards. Also, if you don't want to discard and you just want to go with power, Black Bolt, you know, you can chuck that on top of the Cosmo as well and just get the power if you really want to. Moon Knight is really good because, again, we discard a card, we get +2 power for our Morbius. They discard a card and we can get stature going as well, because cost 1 if your opponent discarded a card from their hand this game. Really cheap, 6 power card, beautiful. Daken as well, when you play him, starts off with 4 power, then we get the shard and we're going to double the power as well. Depending on where he sits in which lane, depending on which location, that power can go up as well, don't forget. Really solid card. And it was part of the event this weekend, so again, that's why I made this build. It's just a fun, cheeky one. Hellcow, on reveal, discard 2 cards from your hand. Don't forget, if that's a swarm, also we got more swarm to put out there or leave in our hand, so the Devil Dinosaur is pumped up a little bit more. Wolverine as well could be a really, really great one. Extra 2 power there for hit them. Obviously, if we get rid of HELICARRIER as well, sorry, HELICARRIER? Wow, it's the Hellcow. Okay, HELICARRIER. We're gonna get 3 random cards to our hand as well. Could be very useful. Also, we'll just pump up Devil Dinosaur if we weren't able to pop out an extra swarm or 2 from when we've discarded them. Devil Dinosaur is an ongoing card. Again, +2 power for each card in your hand. Again, the only things which are really going to kill him are things like, you know, Shang-Chi and other things which are going to reduce his power, for example. Stature, really low cost. It can go down to 1 energy if you discard one of their cards in the game. And Moon Knight is one of those cards you're going to be able to use early on to do that, as well as Black Bolt. Discard the lowest cost card from the opponent's hand. Could be something as well pretty cheeky on their side, but really helpful to get that stature out, and has nice power actually as well. It's 5/7, which is pretty cool. And this combination is in a ton of decks at the moment. I don't know why people weren't using this earlier, because it's such a good, it's 6 energy for like 13 power, which is like a, you know, a big like a Hulk, right? So really, really useful. And Hellcarrier, we're only really playing this if we don't have anything else left on our last go, because it's just 10 power, 10 solid power for 6 cost energy. There are many cards in this which you could potentially change out. Wolverine, Morbius, I would say, are 2 of the big ones. If you don't want to go with Daken as well, you can just go for a more standard kind of discard deck. You could probably put MODOK in there as well. It really depends, because Devil Dinosaur being in there needs those cards in your hand. Again, it's just a fun weekend event deck that I thought I'd put out as my first video, which has been pretty fun to play. I've not really lost much, because people are like, what? They put on Morbius, cool, it's a discard deck. Wolverine, I get it. Cosmo? That doesn't normally come out in discard decks. Moon Knight, that's not like meta for discard decks. Daken? Devil Dinosaur? What? So they're kind of random cards. And of course, don't forget, when Hellcarrier does get discarded, he's going to add those 3 random cards which pumps up with Devil Dinosaur. Pretty sure I said that earlier. The Moon King is going to be, Moon Knight. Maybe we should make him a king. Moon Knight and Black Bolt are those cards that are going to be able to get rid of the Hellcarrier, so that you can get those cards as well. As well as, you know, Hellcow. Really great, fun little build, little deck. If you want a gameplay, let me know in the comments below. This has been my first video. Enjoy, okay? There is also the deck on the other side over there, and you'll be able to see that throughout the video as well as at the top. Probably gonna do some gameplay in future. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's been fantastic hanging out with you on my first ever Marvel Snap video. Cheers, peeps. Enjoy the build. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.